Chapter 1, The Intro. My name is Leroy Williams Jr., professionally known as Mr. Lee. I've been a professional music producer since 1995. I started taking piano lessons at the age of 7 from my cousin Joseph Johnson in Pineville, Louisiana. That's when I found my interest in music. A year later, I started to compete in piano competitions. A few years later, I became the head musician at my church, where my dad was a solo singer, and also I played for the choir there at Mount Pilgrim Baptist Church. As I started to get older, I started to find a love for rap music. I used to listen to like Eazy-E, NWA, Luke, Skywalker. I used to sneak off and listen to those guys, Two Live Crew, and Nemesis, and a whole bunch of other people. We used to have these sound systems in our cars. Later, I would start a rap group with my close friends called Four Deep. That's when I really started to take rap music seriously and being a producer seriously. Most times in the path of success, you will find dilemmas like tragedies, certain life events that will cause people to focus and to become very poised in what they're trying to do in life. I had one of those moments. I got caught up in the streets. I started to sell drugs and do things that I was not taught to do. I was not raised in the streets. I was raised in church, but I fell off and got into the streets, which caused me to get myself into trouble, selling drugs, hanging out with the wrong people, catching cases with people that I didn't even have anything to do with, but I got caught up. Those life-changing events caused me to be razor focused on my music career because that's all that I had. I was on the run for 10 years. So the whole time that I was on my contract with Rap-A-Lot from 1995 to 2005, I was on the run. It made me so focused on what I was doing until I never wasted 1 minute of my day doing something that was not beneficial to my career. It really gave me all of the confidence, all of the understanding of what my focus was and my purpose was. I was grateful for those moments because it made me a better person. And the reason that I share this story with you is because there's something that I want you to understand. When there's something that you really want to do in life, there's nothing that can stand in your way. No obstacles, no situation that can stop you from doing what you want to do. It all depends on you, your drive, your purpose, your focus, and your determination, and your discipline is very important. With all of those keys, anybody can make it, not just me, not just the person that you admired on the internet, not just your favorite rapper, your favorite producer. Anybody can make it. And this is why I'm going to share all of these keys in this book, because I want you guys to understand the basics and the structure that it takes to be successful. Let me be clear. I didn't start on this path perfect, and I haven't ended up perfect on the path that I'm on now. There's a lot of mistakes that I made, a lot of reactions that I made that were poor, a lot of situations that I could have handled a lot better in my career. And I'm going to be very open about them because I want you to learn from them. The biggest success that you can have is learning from a mistake. The biggest failure you can have is not admitting that you made one. One of the first things that I want to teach and I want you to learn is that business is business. Even if you're friends or family with somebody that you're doing business with, business has to be conducted at all times. You cannot conduct business with personal feelings involved. You can't waver from doing business because you have a personal relationship with someone, because that will put you in a vicarious situation and make you vulnerable in the future. It would also devalue your worth with that person that you're doing business with. Being in this business almost 30 years, I've seen a lot of things. I've gained a lot of experience. I've had a lot of success. I've had a lot of failures. With all of that, I've learned, and it made me a stronger person. There's been a lot of great things that I've done, a lot of good things that I've done, a lot of bad decisions that I made, a lot of bad moves that I made. I've learned from all of those. And one of the most important things that you have to understand in all of this is that the lesson that you learn will make you a greater person, a greater businessman. But the focus, especially doing music business, is that you have to focus on the last word, business. Of course, the music is the intellectual property that pays us, and the careers that we base on is with our talents. But you can have a great talent and a poor business mind and a poor business model, and you will lose every time. You won't see anything from the works that you've done over the years with bad business or bad business plans. So this book is going to teach you and enlighten you on how to maintain your success in your business and your career. With knowledge comes power. With power comes respect. With respect, money follows. All of those three things. If you put money in front of your purpose in your career, your businesses, or anything, you're going to get the money last, because you're not going to be able to be successful in building a business and following your purpose and being disciplined enough to do business and to grow your business because you're chasing a dollar. It's easy to say that when you have money. It's easy to say that when you have the success. But believe me, if you start with the structure first, the money's going to follow that. This is why you hear a lot of success stories about people sleeping in cars, not having homes to live in, no money to start their businesses. They're at rock bottom. At rock bottom, you can only focus on one thing at a time. You're on survival mode. You're not really looking at doing everything for money. You're looking at doing things to survive. You're looking at doing things to succeed. You're not looking at doing things to say, oh, if I do this first, then I can get this amount of money when I do this. You're looking at trying to be stabilized forever, not for a moment. It's a big difference. A person that loves what they do will be more successful than a person with the skill that can do it better than them. Because the drive to be successful is more embedded in the person that loves what they do more than the person that's just trying to make a dollar with what they do.